What is going on, guys? Welcome to your 42nd HTML5 tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about how to work with images on the canvas, because we learned how to do a lot of things with the canvas. You can draw shapes, we can put text on there, we can rotate it, grow it, shrink it. What else can we do? Add colors. But there's gonna come a point whenever you're making websites where you're gonna need to throw some images on your canvas. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do. Now, it's a little bit different than, just it's a little bit more complicated. I'm going to admit that. Then you might think what you need to do first is you need to make an image object. And I'm just going to name mine pic. Now, I'm going to set this equal to new image, and this image class right here is already built into JavaScript. We don't need to make our own classes or anything like that. However, whenever you make an image object, it has a property called source. Now, the source of this is basically where on your computer is the image located, and mine is located in a folder called images, and the file is called tshirt.png. Now, if you don't have any images on your computer for some reason, or if they're really weird and dirty and you don't want to use them, then what you can do is you can just go ahead and copy a URL from, somewhere online and use it, and it should work just fine. So now that we said, okay, JavaScript, that's where my image is. Now can we use it? It's going to be like, dude, not yet, because HTML5 is a little bit weird. Now listen to this, because you need to listen to this, or else what I'm going to do isn't going to make sense. You can't just say, okay, my image is ready, now I want to throw it onto the canvas. Your image needs to load before you can put it on the canvas. So we can't just put it on right now, because technically it doesn't know if it's loaded or not. So what we want to do is we want to add an event listener, and that event listener, just like this one down here, is going to wait for something to load. We want to wait for the picture to load instead of the window. So let me go ahead and just show you guys by example. Instead of waiting for the window to load, which is like our website, we want the picture to load. Now, instead of calling this function, we want to do something else. So we're basically going to say, okay, as soon as our picture is loaded, then we can draw onto the canvas. So remember, I said the second parameter of this add event listener is a function. We could technically make another function and, build it down here or something. Or here's another way you can do this. You can just add the body of the function right in here, and whenever you do, it's just going to run this bit of code right there. So basically, whenever our picture loads, this bit of code inside this function is going to run. So like I said, you can only draw stuff on the canvas as soon as it loads. So let's go ahead and draw it right now. Canvas, draw, image. Now the draw image function takes three parameters. The first parameter is, we're basically saying this, okay, canvas, draw an image on yourself. And it's going to say, okay, what the heck's the image? Well, for that we need to give it an image object, which is this, pic. Why did I copy that? It's 3 letters. I could literally type that in like half a second. But anyways, we're saying, okay, canvas, draw pic, and it's going to say, okay, but wait, where the heck do you want me to draw it? We say, oh, okay, 0, 0. And I hate when my stupid freaking thing does that. It goes to the next line, makes it really difficult to read. But anyways, I believe that's it. Can't really tell because everything's on 2 freaking lines. But let's go ahead and save this and see what we got. As we can see, what we did is we created a new image object. That images slash tshirt.png, that's the image, and it waited for it to load, and then it drew on the canvas is 0, 0. And by the way, did I mention this, that this is my design for the t-shirts I'm making? I give them away for free on my other YouTube channel. If you're interested, go check it out. It's pretty awesome. I'm actually giving some away for free today, 10 of them. But anyways, enough of me rambling on. So that is that. So what it does is it finds the size of your image, and it basically draws whatever size it is. So I think this one was, I don't know, it looks like 150 by 150 or something. But what if we wanted to draw this, what if we wanted to stretch this out a little bit, make it bigger or smaller? Well, in order to do that, and oh crap, I think I'm going to need to stretch this out a little bit. In order to do that, what we can do is we can add 2 additional parameters to the end of this draw image. It takes 2 more optional parameters, a width and a height. Now we can explicitly give a value like 200, 400, or another cool thing we can do is this. We can take what is it called? The width and the height of the canvas, and it's automatically going to stretch it to the width and height of the canvas. So what we could do is hit 600, 400, or the canvas is stored in the variable x. See, document canvas, it's stored in the variable x. So all we need to do is hit x dot, and remember, the width is first, so x width, x height. Remember not to do like y height or anything like that because my variable is named x. I'm not talking about the x and the y value. So let me go ahead and save this and refresh it and see what we got. Now, as you can see, this picture is stretched to the width and the height of my canvas, which is 600 pixels wide by 400 pixels tall. So again, like I said, the only three parameters you absolutely need whenever you're using the draw image is what image do you want to draw and where do you want to draw it. However, you can have two more optional parameters after that of how wide do you want to draw the picture and how tall do you want to draw it. If you don't include those parameters, then it's just going to take the default width and height of your image and draw it to those specs. But if you want to customize things, then that's how you do it. So anyways, there you go. There's the tutorial of how to work with images on the canvas. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.